subscribe to my channels. So guys, let me see how close I can get to these fish, because I want to show you all something. So after the disaster with the koi pond, as you can see in the fish tails, a lot of them, I don't know what is happening. I think it's a parasite. Actually, I went to my the fish guys at the fish farm, and they're telling me it looks like an external parasite. If you look at the tails, and especially on the, well, not so much this white one, I noticed he doesn't have a lot of it, but even the colored ones, look at this one, look at the tails, it's like a rash, a really nasty rash, and it's on your fins and tails. It's really disgusting, guys. And this was the outcome. I don't know if this thing is internal or external, but the guys looked at it and they tell me it could be external. And what they said would cause this, it's now, I did have green water, and I thought having green water was great. I'm going to show you the green water now. And I don't know if there was harm happening to the fishes while that green water period. It was about 3 weeks of green water, but eventually, as you know, the pond ran down because I was at a meeting, turned the pond to drain slightly. The whole pond ended up draining, which led to the disaster. And from the time I got back clear water, this is what I saw with the fish. The fish was perfect before that green water stint, and it's all the fish, guys. This is actually very stressful. So what am I going to do? So guys, recently I used this brand, Azul AquaGuard. Now this is really not anything to do with parasites or anything. This AquaGuard is really like a water nitrifying. It removes chlorine and all those kind of heavy, harmful metal substances. But it was the only thing I had at the time. I threw it in the pond. As a matter of fact, it's probably worked its way through already. This didn't do anything, needless to say. And to be honest, I wasn't really thinking it would. Guys, so this is what I got. It's a brand Azul called Ecto Parasites Treatment. As I said, the fish farm, they told me more than likely it's an external parasite. What does this treat with? Let me see if we could have this there. I mean, you guys could pause it and read it. But this is dealing with all sorts of fish fluke, gill flukes, and am I getting a clear picture of this? That could be as clear as it gets. But as I said, it's really could also be this bird. As a matter of fact, while I'm doing this recording, the bird just came here. This bird really believes he's just doesn't even, he's not even concerned that I'm here. Let me show you all what this bird looks like. So now, just to be clear, I'm not promoting this brand, but just to see that I've used similar products in the past and it has worked. So this is 500 mils, and this one bottle will treat with about 1200 gallons. This is a 3000 plus gallon pond. Having said that, I'm going to drop it down to half. So I'm going to bail out half of this water in here, and I'm going to put 2 bottles of this and carry it through its course, which is about a 3-day period. So I'll get back to you when I'm about to mix it and put it in the pond. So guys, I'm currently draining the pond, and let me tell you, if the camera could have picked up scent, I'll tell you, this water as it came out of the pond, it is smelling really nasty. I don't know what's going on with this pond. I mean, I cleaned the filters about a week ago. I'm not sure if it's the first treatment that I put that was supposed to do with chlorine and chloramines and that kind of thing have this water smelling like that, but the water is smelling awful. If I didn't know any better, I'd think I have a dead fish in the pond right now. Guys, I don't know, man. It seemed as if I really messed this thing up, but essentially, as I said, I'm going to drain down the pond to half. Then I'm going to apply the recommended treatment. Now, there's a lot of different treatments on the market. For me, being in Trinidad, you're really limited to, treatment that's available. Where I bought this treatment, they still have some treatment, and as I said, I've used their treatments in the past as Zubran. I'm not promoting it or anything, but I've gotten some success with the treatment. So that's what I'm using. So I trust all will go well there. Cichlids just always looking for food. Having said that, the truth is, I could lose all of my kois and sharks. I mean, personally, I believe the fish is holding out pretty decent. I'm really impressed that I didn't get more losses. Really impressed I didn't get any losses. I have these fish for a number of years. This by far is the worst that has ever happened with them, and I got some newer fish recently, more quality fish, Isories, Tanchos, that kind of thing. Those smaller fish also have it. It doesn't show up as bad on them, and there's about 1 or 2 fish that doesn't really show much effects of it, but from how I'm seeing it, I am comfortable to believe that all of these fish have it. So I'm going to use this treatment. See, the pond is going down. Run it for the 3 days. Then I'll pause using it. Run some carbon in the filtration system. Get all of that medication out. Assess the fish over a 2-week period. And if there's no real change, then I'm going to go through the same process, but this time with an internal parasite treatment. And I'll keep you guys posted with that, but I'll get back to you all shortly with the application of this treatment. Alright guys, so it makes sense why, as I said, the water is smelling so stink. This is a clown loach. So what happened, it came out as soon as I started draining the water, because I wanted to know why was the water smelling so rank. And when I checked the water in the pond, it was not smelling as bad. So as you can see, it's a clown loach. You won't recognize it. It's the second one of 11 I've seen dead. I don't know why it would have died though. I hope there's nothing. I hope the parasites didn't get it. So guys, just that I am clear with what I just did in terms of how I did the dosage now. This has to do like add 10 mils per 100 liters for water every 24 hours for 3 times in succession. What they're really doing there is trying to build the strength of the application over a 3-day period. What I have done differently here and what I've done in the past too is I would put the full dose, the full strength at the highest strength, especially based on what I'm seeing there. The only variation I have is that this is 1200 by 2, which is 2400 gallons. I've reduced at 3000 pound. I didn't go down by half. So if I'm to estimate, I have at least 2000 plus gallons in there. So 2400 gallon application in a 2000 volume of water. And as I said, I apply the full strength and I'm going to leave it for 3 days. Today is what's the date today, guys? Let me just see. Right, it's the 18th of June. 18th of June 2022. So on the 21st of June, today being Saturday, 19th Sunday, 20th Monday, Tuesday. So on Tuesday I'm going to take down 30% and that additional 30% of the water. Now I do have a valve that brings water into the system, so that's going to slowly dilute it over the 3-day period as well as it builds volume. But by the time it reaches the 3 days, I'm then going to take out about 1/3 of the water and then put in carbon to help pull out all of this. And as I said, based on that, I'll see how it goes. What I do know is sometimes it gets the fish agitated as it starts to take effect. It's early days. I'll keep you guys posted, man. Wish me luck.
Subscribe to my channels.